Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. Are you ready to cook?
We are.
Yeah, oh my God, we're making some delicious.
We're a little nervous, but we'll follow your instructions.
Especially me.
Oh, that's good. I think you guys will be great. Okay, so today we're starting with our fresh pasta. All right. Fresh pasta is basically just simple ingredients that you have at home. So flour, we're using some eggs and a little bit of olive oil. All right. So we're using 2 cups of all-purpose flour. All right. I'm gonna tap this down so you guys can see me. All right. You want to put it straight on the table.
I didn't even drink any wine yet. Oh
my God, I have no wine.
Wait, okay, I have flour here. We need 2 cups.
2 cups of all-purpose flour, yeah. And you're going straight on your table, all right?
Okay, I got it. Listen, you have to go slow with us, because, oh my goodness. I do not know what I'm doing here. Oh my God. Okay, I think this is it's about 2 cups.
2 cups, and just put it straight on your table. Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
And then you need, okay, so you're gonna put it straight on your table, all right? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna make a little crater with it.
Chef, I'm just gonna hand you stuff.
It's all right, you'll be good. Once your hands are washed, you're perfect.
Yeah, we're good to go.
All right, in here, you're gonna throw 2 eggs. Crack 2 eggs in there, just in the middle of your crater.
You're doing such a good job, Nissa, honestly. You look so good doing this. I'm here for moral support.
Okay.
Moral support. Well, maybe you can crack also, because she's going to need 6 egg yolks, so maybe you can get on that one.
Okay.
I gave you the best job.
Okay, so we have a slight problem. We only have 6 eggs.
We could do it with 4 egg yolks.
Yeah, sure. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. Phew, crisis averted. All right.
Crisis averted.
No, wait, I can crack it.
What's it?
Please have
Oh, wait, you need it right now?
Stephanie, this is now?
Yeah, you need that now going in here. Going in your crater as well with the 2 eggs.
2 eggs, okay? Gotcha.
Okay, and then 4 egg yolks. Okay, got it.
And then your 4 egg yolks, right?
I remember seeing this on like the cooking channel of how to get egg yolks. And you're supposed to do a kind of a thing, like,
Oh my God.
like this, so that you could just get the.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God, guys, it's just 4 egg yolks.
Oh, it's yolks. Oops, I completely.
Only the yolks, yeah. The yolks are going in here, the yellow part.
I am unable.
Okay, that's the yolk. I put in the wrong thing. Oh my God.
I'm gonna do this for you because I'm
Now
not
that
sure.
I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna master this, y'all. Just watch, okay? Just the yolk, the yellow part.
Right, so that yellow part goes in.
Okay.
There. Ooh, you see? I got it. I'm a quick learner. I'm a disaster, but I'm a quick learner. All right. So after we put in the yolks now, what's next? Oh, what's next?
Right. Okay, so then you also need a tablespoon of olive oil
1 tablespoon of olive
in
oil.
your crater as well. Mm-hmm.
Just getting the last yolk done.
Well, for you, I would put one more because you're kind of short a few, like a yolk or so.
Oh, okay. So 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, so you put 2.
Oh, eggs feel so gross. All right. Add the olive oil. Where are the tablespoons? This one.
Don't worry, y'all are good.
Yeah, all right. 2 tablespoons. All right.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Don't worry about it. Okay, so now you'll need a fork. All right?
Oh, got it.
Yeah. And basically this pasta dough, we're making it on the table. This is sort of the old-fashioned way of making pasta dough. You can do this in a food processor as well, which is a lot quicker, but it's not as much fun. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you grab a fork, and you're just going to start mixing your eggs. So this is your whole egg, your egg yolk, all right, and your olive oil in there. All right? And basically you're going in a circular motion. And what you're doing is, when you do that, you're mixing the egg yolks and the eggs together, but you're also grabbing little bits of flour from the side of your crater, right? Try not to like make your crater overflow because then you'll have a big mess all over the table.
It's already happened.
It may be a
It's already happened already.
You didn't tell me you weren't so versed in the kitchen.
I was not lying. You have so much faith in me. So much misplaced
No, but
faith.
I do have a lot of faith in you.
And
I have faith in both of you.
You got this.
That's all right. This is the easiest process at home, and I'm sure there's a lot of people at home following too.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry. Perfect.
I'm making this look like it's a challenge, but maybe it's not. You make it look very easy.
Your own is very neat.
So neat. I don't even want to show you what ours look like. It's like...
What you'll need is, you guys should get like a spatula or something. I'm using this guy, this tool. This is called the bench scraper. I'm sure, I don't know if you have one of these. If not, a good old spatula will work to kind of help you keep it all sort of together.
Yes, of course, we have that very professional tool in our kitchen, of course.
I don't know, if you love food and you're like me, you have all these gadgets that you half the time don't need, but that's one you do need half the time.
Just eating the okay, so you know, it's starting to look like pasta.
Is it really? Because mine's not even there yet. She said it's starting to look like pasta.
Are we mixing it too quickly? Oh
my gosh.
Okay, we got this. We got this.
Yeah, just mix the flour in little bits at a time once you get to that point. And now, because there's no more liquid to kind of run around, I'm just kind of mixing it all together.
Okay.
Right? And this is where your fancy bench scraper tool comes in. All right? You can use that to kind of help you mix it together, or a spatula, like I said before.
I cannot believe I am making pasta from scratch. I remember seeing on Sesame Street when I was younger. You remember that song? And then they're teaching you about all the different pastas, and then they have like cutaways from like the factory where they're making the pasta. And I'm like, that is so cool. And
on Sesame Street?
On Sesame Street, do you not remember that? Well, I used to watch Sesame Street.
No, I watched Sesame Street, but I don't remember that. Okay, what you're going to need is a little flour to help you knead this, right? Because you're going to need it now. Just get your hands in there. And it's going to be nice and sticky, but you can use little bits of flour to help you sort of navigate that. Okay. And basically what you're doing when you knead this, you're basically working the gluten to get a nice sort of elastic dough.
Oh, okay.
Need it, right?
Yeah.
I also saw this on TV.
And all those people at home making roti, this is the same kind of kneading that you do. Mm.
You think I can make roti?
Other people make roti. I don't make that either.
Okay, because
Look how nice this dough is. All right, this is my dough. All right,
you don't wanna
super
see
nice, super soft. Yours is going to be exactly the same. This is super easy. I mean, you can make this at any time, and it's all the ingredients you have in your house.
Okay, but mine is
You know, there's nothing
smooth like yours. What do I do? What am I doing wrong? Keep kneading until it gets smooth like that? Or did I not mix it?
Yeah, it'll just, well, maybe you need to just knead it a little bit more.
You want me to keep going? Oh my gosh. Give me some pointers here because I am not sure if I'm doing this right. It does not look like yours at all.
Wait, if yours, what does yours look like? I can't really see it. I just see tons of flour on your table.
It's a little textured and it's not smooth. It's like chunky. What did I do wrong?
Yeah. Maybe.
What's that?
Nothing wrong. Not yet.
Not yet. Oh, okay. So it's supposed to look
a little crumbly.
Yeah, it's a little crumbly. I mean, I don't know. Do I need more flour?
Well, I think maybe you can add. Mine is not crumbly now. It was before, but I kneaded it all together and it looks good now. But maybe I think you can add like maybe a tablespoon or two of water.
Oh.
Maybe you have too much flour on the table, I think.
Oh.
But pasta is one of those things that's super forgiving. You know what I mean? So I think you've kneaded it a lot there.
Yeah. Okay. Let's add some.
You know, but you could definitely add like a few tablespoons of water. Remember, you were also missing one extra yolk, I think.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. So.
Am I kneading this water into the?
Yeah, just mix it in. I think you'll be good. Yeah.
I think I need more water. More? I don't know. It's still crumbly. This is looking like paratha, to be honest. Oh my gosh.
Did it come together?
Yes, it's sticky now.
Okay, so I would just leave it and let it rest a little bit because we're going to have to roll this, so it has to rest a little bit. All right, don't worry, it'll be good.
Oh, okay.
It'll be perfectly fine. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do is you're just going to plastic wrap this. Nope, you don't need any more flour. You're good on the flour front.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're just going to plastic wrap it now. All right, let me just get some plastic wrap.
Okay, and I'm just going to wash up in the meantime.
All right. And we'll just let this rest.
Can I rest too with it? Because that
was an arm workout. Pasta does that. It gives you a little bit of an arm workout, which is great. And then if you have one of these tools, it's perfect for cleaning your table as well.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I think it's time for a wine break. I don't know what.
A wine break.
Wine?
I didn't get any wine. I'm a little fat because I love wine too.
Girl. What do you prefer? Do you prefer white wine or red wine?
Me, I like white wine. I like wines on the sweeter side, slightly sweeter side. Yeah.
Well,
I'm really a champagne and bubbles kind of person, but you know. Okay, so now that that's done and that's resting, we'll work on the parfait. How you guys feel about the parfait?
Very excited about the parfait.
I'm excited to eat the parfait.
To eat the parfait. And the parfait, one of the things I love about the parfait, it's really light, and I love to use Anchor whipping cream for that. Anchor whipping cream is one of those that has about 35% butter fat in there, milk fat, so it whips up really nice and really fluffy and nice and firm as well. and it holds, you know, and it gives you that sort of extra, yes, that's it, perfect, yeah. And it gives you a little bit of extra volume, so it's really nice, you know. We use that all the time. It's one of the things I love.
Do you want some wine?
Okay. Some more wine. Let me just go wash my hands and I'll be back in 2 seconds.
So we girls will just chat in the meantime. Oh, there you go. Cheers to not burning down the kitchen.
Cheers, Steph.
She went to wash her hands.
I went to wash my hands. I did say that. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to make the parfait, all right? Our parfait has something called macerated berries. Do you guys know what that is? You guys heard that before?
I heard
Yeah.
the name and I got scared. I heard that word and I got scared.
It's like a really fancy word for something so simple, right? Basically, when you macerate berries, you mix it into, it's basically a mixture of your berries or any fruit really, that has a little bit of sugar and some alcohol or some kind of acid like lemon juice. And you mix them all together and you let it sit for about, let's say 30 minutes. I said alcohol and you got really excited. I saw your face. And basically, yeah. So you mix those all together and you let it sit for, let's say 30 minutes to an hour, sometimes longer, depending on the fruit, right? And it just gets nice and sort of juicy and the fruit gets soft. The alcohol or the lemon juice kind of helps to break the fruit down. And it just becomes sort of really delicious. You know, it's perfect for something like our parfait or like on top of a cheesecake or something like that, you know? And
okay, I think I know what it is that because I probably eaten it before. But
so that's just like a really fancy name of saying something, you know, sort of really simple. Okay. So let's start on that. The first thing we're going to do though is make a streusel, like a crumb mix that we're going to bake. That's going to be sort of the crunchy bit.
I like what this dessert is doing already. I love texture in dessert. I think it's so nice. Like I love brownies with ice cream or like, what else do I like? Yeah. Like eclairs.
You're going to, okay, that's what you're going to.
Textures in dessert is so nice.
So,
okay, so we have to get the cookies.
Like freezing. I can't quite see it. Super frozen.
All right, so we got the
Is it frozen on that one?
Yeah. Need a bowl.
Yeah. Okay, so what we're going to do is this one first, right? So in this bowl, you'll need your 1/3 cup of flour. I'm going to put it in my bowl.
Flour again? Oh. Whew, all right.
Flour is amazing.
By force. All right. 1/3 cup, you said?
Of flour, correct.
Okay. Wow, that's okay. That's
not too much.
Nope.
And then you could probably start crushing up your cookies a little bit, just to make it a little crushed up, because you need a 1/2 cup of the cookies crushed up. So you can I don't know, I like to put it in a bag or something and just bang it around to crush it up. So you can put that in a bowl.
Okay, so I'm putting this into a bowl. And then
into a bowl, correct. Into the same bowl, yeah.
All right. Wait, how many cookies do we need? All of them?
I mean, no way. You need about, I'd say about 6 ayurs or 7. It's just to get a 1/2 cup.
Okay. Wait, we just need about 6. 6? Yeah, just 6 cookies. Yeah. Listen, I'll put all the
And I mean, I know you can, well, if she crushes all the cookies, she's not going to put it all in though. It's just half a cup you need. Yeah. And I like using digestive because, I mean, they have a really sort of mild flavor, you know?
So we need 6 to mash up.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that now.
Oh, right, that's something you ever take out. That's something. Yeah, that should be. All right, what's next?
Right. So your cookies, and then you need a 1/4 cup of granulated, like white sugar, regular white sugar.
Water. Where's the chocolate? This is a little too much.
That's good.
I think this is good. I think this is good. Listen, I'm guessing here. They have lime these things.
Okay, and then you're also putting a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon into this mix as well.
A teaspoon of salt. And cinnamon.
A 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. Yeah.
All right.
And you mix it all together. So it's just this sort of really loose mix right now. All right. Yeah. And then you guys will need 6 tablespoons of Anchor butter. Just regular, salted or unsalted will work. All right. But I prefer unsalted because this already has salt in the mix here. All right. So regular Anchor unsalted butter will work. Yep, that's the one. Melted, 6 tablespoons.
Okay, 6 tablespoons. I thought it was the whole thing.
No, no, not the whole thing.
How do you work out?
What is
6
it?
tablespoons.
The conversion.
We need a calculator. Oh my god. This thing is in grams and ounces.
Oh, 2 tablespoons is 1 ounce. So that's 3 ounces. Yeah, 3 ounces. Yeah.
3 ounces was 1, 2, 3 right there.
Yeah. I love how she said, ask Stephanie. Come on, like, of course you're going to ask me.
No, oh, there is a professional here because it's
Oh my God, well, Nissa is a professional.
I am, but I'm not a professional like you. I can handle myself in the kitchen, but somehow today things are going very wrong.
Okay. It's that wine. I blame the wine. I blame the wine 100%.
Also blame the wine and nothing else because it's not my fault.
Okay, so Stephanie, you want me to melt this, right?
Yeah, melted. You can do it in the microwave or just on the stovetop.
We'll use your microwave. I feel like that's faster. Okay, so what is your favorite dessert to make?
I don't know. I just love to make everything. I love to eat everything too. That's the problem. I don't know. I like creamy desserts like creme brulees and panna cottas and things like that. Those are my favorites. I can eat those like every day.
Cooking for yourself, like that's what you would make for yourself?
When I'm at home, I don't cook for myself, believe that or not. Not very often anyway.
I invite myself to making creme brulee at home. But if you don't,
yeah, well, but that's what I love, you know, but that's not what I'm eating at home. What do I eat at home? Desserts I eat at home. I don't even know, honestly.
listen, I love making my family recipe cake from my dear Aunt Betty. That's what I normally make at home.
Yeah? Wow. Well, I live alone, so I've got nobody to cook for.
All right, the butter is melted.
Melted. Awesome. So the butter goes straight in here. 1, 2, 3. All right.
So we just like mixing it all together.
And you're mixing it all together, yes.
Okay. How is it supposed to look?
It's supposed to look like wet and a little crummy.
Okay.
Did you see mine there? Yeah. All right.
Yes. Okay.
And then you're just gonna get a sheet pan with either a silicone mat like this one, or you can just use parchment paper, regular paper.
Okay.
And this goes straight on here and into the oven.
Got it. How much?
Right? Your oven should be about 350.
Okay.
Yeah. And this will be the most delicious thing you will ever taste in your whole life, believe me. And actually this streusel, just so you know, I tell you guys and everyone too, you can make this in large batches. And once you bake it, you can freeze it and just keep it in your freezer. And whenever you need to make this, just kind of whip up some of the Anchor heavy cream. Use this to sort of layer your fruit and you're good to go. Really sort of quick and easy. So yeah. Right. And you can just snack on this as well.
Okay, I missed a part because we were figuring out the oven.
Oh.
Okay. Just rest it on the tray, like.
Just lay it out on the sheet tray, yeah. Do you see mine?
Yeah.
Just lay it out sort of, yeah, out there, and we'll put it in the oven.
All right. If we have music, I'll be so distracted. Nothing will get me. All right, we're just gonna lay it on. All right.
I'll need this for the heavy cream.
Okay.
Okay, so this is going in the oven. Yep. And that will take you about 10, 15 minutes to bake.
All right. So what's next?
Next, we're going to do the strawberries, all right, or your berries, just your berries in general. All right. Now, here's the thing about this one as well. For the berries, I know I had a little bit of trouble finding berries, especially since Mother's Day has just passed, and everyone's mother, I'm sure, got loads of berries. But you can definitely use frozen berries for this. It works perfectly, all right, because you're mixing it up with the alcohol and all that stuff. Are yours sweet? Mine are really good.
So good.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, mine are really good. I'm sure it's going great with that wine you're having, but nobody told me to get. Nobody told me it was a wine party. I got left out of that little detail there. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to deal with our berries now. Just a little tidbit about berries. When you're doing strawberries and blueberries, you want to just wash them, which I did earlier, and drain them on a paper towel and dry them out. All right? The same for your blueberries. If you manage to get something like blackberries or raspberries, those ones are a little bit trickier because they kind of break down a lot when you wash them. But strawberries and blueberries, definitely a little bit easier to work with. All right?
Got it.
Next. Keep this guy here.
Oh my God, I'm going to end up eating these strawberries. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God.
I'm not eating all the strawberries.
Like strawberries are like favorite. Oh wait, there's pineapple too.
Okay. Now for this one too, I mean, like I said, we're using berries, but you can use lots of different fruits. Like I said, it just depends on the fruit. If your fruit is like nice and soft, like a strawberry or blueberry, then you're definitely going to leave it for about 30 minutes to about 1 hour. If it's something like an apple or pears or something, or even like, I just had something called a mammy apple that's delicious, right? Even that would kind of work, but you would have to leave it longer so that the alcohol and the citrus and everything kind of penetrates it to get that flavor, all right? So for this one, you want to cut the chops off, all right, and just cut it into 4. If it's a big one like this one, right? If they're a little bit smaller like this guy, then you can just cut them into half.
Okay.
That would kind of work. So that's kind of where we're at right now. How are you guys doing with your strawberries there?
Can't go wrong with strawberry.
So good.
And if you want, you can do all strawberries as well. Doesn't have to be a mix.
Can you use some of these blueberries?
Could we use frozen stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was saying before.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. So, because we have some frozen blueberries.
Yep, that would be perfect. I got some frozen blueberries as well.
Okay, so how many strawberries?
I'd say, well, it's 2 cups of strawberries, and you can use about a cup of blueberries. That's enough for 4 people. Getting ready with my here. Yeah. So I'm putting my blueberries. So mixing it all together here.
Right. Okay, so what's next?
Okay, so perfect. So I have all that. Now I'm going to put in this bowl my sugar. All right, so you guys will need a 1/4 cup of sugar in here. All right, you can measure that. Just check the oven there.
Oh, yes, maybe oven. Are we supposed to check on it now?
I just went to check my oven. I just want to kind of see what it's doing. Whenever I put things into the oven, I just want to sort of make sure that like it's doing what it's supposed to do. You know what I mean?
What is it supposed to be doing?
It's baking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I think I was just baking as well.
To be clear.
I don't know. I hope it's not burning, like, honestly. Okay, so how much sugar did you say?
A 1/4 cup of sugar. Yeah, 1/4 cup of sugar. Yeah.
This. And this is going in with the fruits.
Into the fruits, yeah, just like I have mine here.
Okay.
All right. Straight in, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
And then we're using this microplane zester here. This is a microplane zester. We're using this to get some citrus off of this lemon. All right, so you just want some rind off of this. Or you can just use a regular grater. It works. What you think?
Because I was really.
You saw that, huh?
We need to.
Inside the fruit it goes, straight in.
Oh, but how much?
Just like a little bit, just to give it a little flavor.
What is a little?
Just a zest of line.
Just a little zest, like a half of that line. I saw that you had a line.
Yeah, that's the only zest I know, so I don't know how to measure that.
And then you'll need a half a cup of, you can use rum, you can use some of that wine you're drinking, some kind of alcohol, a half a cup.
I think we just pour the rest of the bottle.
Or you can use a little bit of some kind of triple sec, orange liqueur, rum, anything like that will work. A half a cup. And that goes in as well.
Half a cup, right.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want to use? What is this other one here?
Steph, you prefer French brandy or red wine?
Brandy, any of that stuff. Brandy, red wine. You can decide which one you want. You can decide which one you want to use. Yeah.
I want to keep the wine for drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This one, the zest smells so good. It's like air freshener.
And don't forget, we're going to be using this with our Anchor heavy whipping cream, which, we're going to use that soon. And this is actually the cooking cream, which we'll use for the Alfredo sauce. But you guys have the whipping cream, no? You have the whipping cream too, yeah. I have whipping cream too.
All right, how much?
No, you don't need that yet. I'm just saying, don't forget that's what we will be using. So this is ready to go in the fridge now. Just plastic wrap it and throw this in the fridge. You guys got it? Yeah?
You cannot see what is going on in this kitchen.
We may have had an explosion with the whipped cream, the cold cream. But we're moving on.
Oh my gosh,
We're moving on. That's too funny. Okay, so now are you all ready for the Alfredo sauce? Oops, that's my streusel coming out. I think it's coming out.
Disaster, let me tell you. Honestly, they don't call me a hurricane for nothing. It's all over my
I am unable.
Oh, Lord
Don't put it up there. Okay.
I think are we supposed to take all the stuff from the oven?
Okay.
Well, mine's ready. So I could just show it to you guys what it looks like. So when it comes out, it's nice and flat like this. All right? But you just crumb it up. And that's what we're using. That's good. This is perfectly cooked here. So this is what yours should look like as well.
I think we need to bake ours a little longer.
Okay. Well, I have my oven is a little bit stronger. So that's okay. You can bake yours a little bit more.
think we might have.
No, correct that. Wasn't it? Yeah.
It was.
Okay. Nissa, you guys are ready? My cameras and my Wi-Fi is a little not so great, so it's sticking a little bit sometimes.
Yes. Okay, so what's next?
Yeah, okay, so the Alfredo sauce is next, okay? All right, so let's start off with, we need about 2 tablespoons of Anchor butter. This is the one I'm using here, all right? And this is unsalted, all right?
Yeah, I think we need to use one. Okay, so
we're just kind of getting everything ready now, okay? And then you need a little bit of bacon. Now, if you don't eat bacon, that's all right. You can just kind of not use the bacon, all right? And your bacon has to be nice and diced, and just like little small pieces if you're using it.
Okay, got it. We're definitely using bacon. We both eat bacon.
I think bacon is life, but some people don't eat bacon, so you can just, it's perfectly fine without it. And don't forget, for this one, we're using the extra yield cooking cream, which is very different from the whipping cream we're going to use for the parfait, all right? So this one just gives you a nice sort of creamy, sort of buttery feel to your dishes, whereas this wouldn't whip up because it doesn't have as much butter fat as the heavy cream. But the heavy cream will whip up into a nice sort of airy, fluffy, stable sort of cream that you can use for all your desserts and things. All right, so we're using the heavy cream for the parfait and we're using the cooking cream for the Alfredo.
Got it. This one. It has a picture of pasta on the cover, so, you know, it kind of guides you as to what it's called.
Oh, it does have, yeah, it does have a picture of pasta on there. I didn't even realize that before. It's kind of guiding you. Yeah, and this one has a little bit of whipped cream just on a whisk there. That makes sense. Didn't see that before. Okay, and then, yeah, and then the other thing you need is onion. I sort of chopped mine up already. All right, just nice small pieces of onion, diced onion.
So diced onion. So how much onion?
Mm-hmm.
Like
1 onion. Yep, that 1 onion is perfect. Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Neatly. Now, wait, girl.
Oh my God, you guys are zipping through it. Don't worry.
I'm using a kitchen I'm not too familiar with.
Oh, that's not your kitchen?
No, it's not.
Oh, we're having a little challenge, extra challenge, you know?
You can just have it.
Right.
I love that you guys are getting into it, though. It's perfect.
Well, we have to concentrate.
Oh my God, cooking is so much fun. Less concentrating, more fun.
Okay? I am panicking.
But wait, you guys just said you cook at home. So what do you cook at home? What are you cooking for your family?
Me?
I have been enjoying cooking for my husband. I make him a lot of fish and veggies.
Well, now you can add pasta to that because remember, it's all things I'm sure you have at home already.
Yes, I'm very excited about this now.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
And just as an FYI, once we actually shape the pasta and cut it, if you don't want to cook it all, you can actually freeze batches of it at that time. So, kind of cut it out, flour it a little bit, shape it up, and freeze it. So if you make, this recipe makes a pound of pasta, which feeds about 4 people. If you don't have 4 people, then you can sort of just save half of it and you have meal for another night,
I am not going to embarrass myself and say what I make at least. Because Nissa could really cook. Okay? Me, on the other hand, I made breakfast when I walked in. Except, guys, I don't really turn up. Like, that is not an exaggeration. Yeah. You know what I'm good at? I'm good at like cleaning up the kitchen. That's what I'm good at.
Well, that's an important task because, the cleaning person is just as important as the cooking person.
And eating. I'm very
Steph,
good with eating.
what made you become a chef?
Oh God, I don't know. I've always wanted to become a chef since I was, really little. I come from a family of people who cook a lot, and they're really good at it, not professionally. So, I mean, what I do is not impressive to them at all. They just, I'm just cooking basically. But yeah, everyone in my family cooks or bakes in some capacity, like again, not professionally. But I grew up around food all the time, Okay, so Katrina, while you're kind of cleaning there, you want to get just a little pinch of red pepper flakes as well, and the bay leaf. All that, can go together. Yeah.
This is bay leaf, eh? No, this is bay leaf. Oh.
1 bay leaf and a little pinch of red pepper. And all those can go together. Your bacon, your onion, the pepper, the little red pepper flakes, and the bay leaf. They can all go together.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, this is like the only person I know that have like heart-shaped like kitchenware. Honestly, like.
Oh wow, I've never seen that. What is that? That's actually cute.
Le Creuset.
Oh, it's a Le Creuset. Okay, nice. Yeah. Fancy. She's fancy.
But in pink as well. Very nice. Okay, so I have the bay leaf here. How much bay leaf are we supposed to put?
Just one single bay leaf. Yeah, 1.
Like this?
Because bay leaves are really strong, so you don't want it to kind of overpower your dish, I can't see what you guys are doing. Can you kind of tilt it down? I want to make sure you're doing the right thing. Can you tilt your camera down a little bit?
Oh, she's just cutting onion right now. Like down will be the sink.
Okay.
So she's just dicing the onions. We already cut up the bacon. Right?
Oh wow, you guys are moving quick. Okay, so you need 3 cloves of garlic as well.
Oh, okay.
Nice and finely chopped. Whew. Yeah, y'all are kind of moving quick.
All right. Let's see if I can handle this garlic. Okay. How many cloves is that?
3, yeah. 3 would be good.
That might be biggest cloves. I love garlic. If something says put 3 cloves, I'm putting like 9.
Yes, I agree.
Oh my
The
gosh.
more the merrier.
Well, let's put more. Don't say anything.
that movie, 100-Foot Journey.
No, I didn't. Is it good?
It's so good.
Oh, well.
Steph, have you seen it?
Yeah, you're gonna peel it. Yeah, peel it. And just chop it up. 3.
Asking if you had seen a movie called 100-Foot Journey. The 100-Foot
Oh,
Journey.
no. I thought you asked me if you should peel it. And I was like, of course you have to peel the garlic. Oh God, that's really funny. No, I haven't seen that.
You would love it. I think Oprah produced it.
Oh, wow. Kind of see everybody.
Okay, so what am I doing with this garlic?
Everything is going. We have to dice it up really small. Yeah. You got it, girl. I'm so proud of you.
Okay, so you're also going to need 2 cups of tomatoes, just really finely chopped up, right?
Okay,
So really sort of tomatoes, just chop up your tomatoes really finely. All right. Sorry guys, my Wi-Fi is so bad I'm kind of freezing a lot. But yeah. Nissa, are you chopping?
I'm dicing. Yes, I am.
Or you're dicing?
Yeah,
Okay, perfect.
On the small so bear with me.
I am going to do the tomatoes.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to dice.
And you guys are going to also use sun-dried tomatoes. Have you used sun-dried tomatoes before?
I honestly can't say that I have. No.
Yeah, sun-dried tomatoes are really awesome. And here in Trinidad, you get them just dried in little packages. But I like to keep mine kind of in oil in the refrigerator. I feel like it keeps it really nice and moist, right? You're going to need some of that too, about 2 or 3 tablespoons, which is about, I'd say 4 or 5 little sun-dried tomatoes. So that needs to get chopped up too. I see you guys are doing a great job there. We're going to be ready to jump on the stove in like 2 seconds. Okay, so once you're done with the sun-dried tomatoes and the tomatoes, we're ready to jump on the stove.
My goodness, I'm having a challenge. I'm very.
So Nissa, how did you start cooking? How did you sort of fall in love with cooking? I don't think she can hear me.
No, I'm doing a terrible. I am doing a terrible. Please take this away from me. Take it away. Ooh.
Oh, Nissa, I was asking you, how did you fall in love with cooking?
My dad is an exceptional cook, and I grew up watching him. So, and my grandmother was a really good cook as well.
Did you say exceptional or professional?
What? Beg your pardon?
Did you say exceptional or professional? Exceptional, okay. I wasn't sure.
I've always loved cooking and being in the kitchen. Baking is my place. I actually
What do you love to bake?
I love cakes. I love to. You didn't remember me, but I did 2 cooking classes with you.
Oh God, with me? I'm so ashamed. I'm so ashamed. I mean, I try to remember everyone that comes here, but there's so many people, you know? Yeah, I try to remember everyone who comes, but so many people come here, you know, that, I mean, it's kind of hard. I never forget faces though, you know? So yeah, I'm so ashamed that I didn't remember.
That's okay. You actually taught my best friend Samantha as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Nice. So how are the tomato choppings going there?
I mean, they're chopped.
Katrina, I think you're doing an amazing job. It's okay.
In my kitchen, I all the time. Yeah, because
Probably about, I think I did about 6 tomatoes maybe. You probably need about 6 tomatoes.
listen, I'm only on number 3. I'm a slow person in the kitchen. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid of like slicing my fingers.
You got this.
Oh my god. We should have cut this before.
Yeah, I wish we had prepped before.
Because oh my gosh.
But that's part of the fun, right? You know, it's supposed to be live.
I not to chop my fingers.
No, not live. You're not chopping off your fingers live. Not today.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we're just about ready. Once you guys are done with those two, we're just gonna jump to the stove. There's a few other things to prep, but we'll get that after. We'll get this started.
Like how big of a pot do we need for this?
I mean, let me show you what I'm using. I'm using this guy, right? Only because, this is not a big pot, only because we'll make the sauce in here, and then after the pasta's boiled, we'll throw it directly into this pot with the sauce to toss everything up, right? But if you don't have one that's this big, all right, you can definitely use something a little bit smaller, like a saucepan or something. And we can actually put the pasta in a bowl and toss it around. Yeah, that will definitely work. Yeah, it doesn't have to be this sort of a wide pot either, you know? It just needs to be something that will hold all the stuff for your sauces. And then we can boil the pasta and throw it into, that might be okay actually. Yeah, yeah. And don't forget, you'll need to grab this one, the Anchor cooking cream. All right? This is the one we'll need. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And I'll tell you when to put it in. Katrina, how are those tomatoes coming?
I am ashamed to show you how they're looking, to be very honest.
Oh no, don't be ashamed. Look at mine. Let me just show you mine, just so you can kind of see it. Look, it's super like chopped up and mashed up. So it's okay. That's what you need. Yeah. It doesn't have to be like perfect little squares.
Oh, I am not doing squares. I am just, well.
You're just hacking it up, and that's okay. You can hack it up. It's all right.
Pressure, okay? So it's just, you know.
Okay, so Nissa, you know what? We can grab the pot and you can start cooking, yeah, while she's kind of finishing that up. Will that work? Yeah? Oh, look, I think I want to see you cooking because I want to see what you're doing. Because she might have to hold the thing for you. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Okay, so over here,
Tomato sauce.
okay, so I put my heat on. How are you guys feeling about that? Yeah, nice high heat, all right? And we're gonna put, don't forget, we're gonna put the Anchor butter in here.
Wait, how much?
3 ounces, you said? Was it?
Well, it was 3 tablespoons. All right, and just let it melt. And Anchor butter as well. I just want to show you guys. This is the packaging, the unsalted one. All right. I love this butter. I actually use this. We use this here all the time. We use the unsalted version, but it has a really nice high fat content that works really well for baking and pastries too. And even when you're cooking with it, it gives you a nice smooth finish to your dishes. You know. And once that's melted, you can throw your onions, your bacon in there with your little red pepper flakes. All right, and stir that up.
Now put the onion and garlic into fat.
The onions, the bacon, the bay leaf, and the red pepper flakes. And we're gonna cook this until the onion is nice and translucent. All right, you can kind of see through it a little bit. You guys smell that nice sort of buttery smell? It's beautiful. And then you're gonna throw your garlic in. But did you throw your garlic in already, Nissa?
Did I? Actually, I did.
Okay. Okay, perfect. All right, once your garlic is nice and brown, all right, you want to throw your sun-dried tomatoes in. All right. And you know, you can also put a little bit of tomato paste if you have it. Yeah, if you have a little tomato paste, you can throw it in about, let's say, a tablespoon or two. I know I didn't tell you that before, but.
What's that?
No, I was saying if you have a little tomato paste, you can throw it in. Just about a tablespoon or two. Yeah. And then right after your tomatoes, how are you guys doing over there? Don't sound so sure. Nissa, how is it going?
Really good.
Look how beautiful this is. Are you guys seeing how beautiful this is? Well, yours should look just as beautiful, really.
I love the color.
The color is amazing. How are you doing, Nissa?
Good.
Yeah? And where's your assistant, Katrina? Okay, so, okay, oh, you took a little break. Okay, all right, so the next thing we need a little bit of white wine, all right, to go in here. Let's say about a quarter cup of white wine. All right, and then you're gonna use your Anchor cooking cream. All right, you need a half a cup of this one going in right now. All right, so your white wine and your Anchor cooking cream going in.
Why did you say?
Quarter cup. You see how nice and thick that cream is? Look how beautiful. And we're just gonna let this simmer for a bit.
Your hair smells so good. Honestly, I'm very excited to eat.
Yes, everything.
Very excited. My contribution would be
My contribution.
that's all right. It's about the flavor. You see, this is such a good friend. I didn't want to show you. Oh, these tomatoes looking nice. And she's just like, you did a good job.
You're doing great.
Chris Jenna, you're doing great, sweetie. That looks so good. Oh my.
See what stuff so
It looks like hers.
No.
It looks like food. Is that what you're saying? It looks like food?
You know what? In terms of, it looks like it. I'm telling you. Let's do a very good job.
That's not so good here.
Okay, how are you guys doing?
I mean, the kitchen is still in one piece, so I think that's a success.
I think you all are good. You guys see, well, you can see my bubbling pot there. So basically, once you put the cream in, the Anchor cooking cream, you put that in, this one, all right? Once you put it in, you turn the heat down sort of really, really low and just let that cook for about 20 minutes or so, all right? And then now we're gonna do the pasta. The pasta.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I am really dreading this pasta part.
Oh God, no way. It's so easy, so easy.
You have to prep me beforehand. Like, what do I need? Space? What do I need?
You put the cooking cream in.
Into
the sauce, the Alfredo sauce. You put it in already?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay,
yes.
Great. Don't forget, it's different from the heavy cream, all right? So just
Yes.
kind of make sure, yeah. All right? Okay, so, yes, perfect. Okay, so this is your dough, all right? We're gonna cut it into, let's say, 6 little portions, all right? You wanna keep your portions wrapped up so that they don't dry out. We'll work one portion at a time.
Okay.
All right. So it's the same plastic I had before. I'm just kind of keeping it wrapped up there. All right.
Wait, quick question before we continue with the pasta. Where are the tomatoes going?
The tomatoes went in. I threw it in with the cream and everything. Let it cook up. Yeah, throw it in there. I think y'all missed that step. Yeah. I threw the tomatoes in already. So all your tomatoes, throw it into the pot. Don't worry, it'll be fine because I have to cook for about 20 minutes or so. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
All right, crisis averted. Don't worry. Katrina, good thing you're on top of this. Don't worry. It's a good thing you're on top of it. Oh, boy.
This one.
Okay, perfect. So here's the thing. So each piece of your little pasta dough, right, you just put a little bit of flour. Where's Nissa? I want her to see this because she's going to do some too.
Okay.
Awesome. Nissa, just make sure your stove is turned down really low so that your Alfredo sauce can cook.
Okay.
All right, yeah. All right. So each little piece of your dough, remember we cut this into 6. All right? And you'll just kind of flatten it out. And we're using a rolling pin. I'm sure your rolling pin is not as big as mine. I think either you guys are frozen or I'm frozen. I'm not sure. Okay, nobody's frozen now. All right, so cut it into 6 little pieces, all right?
Wait, that sounds that way. I wasn't looking at what you did just now.
Oh, I was saying just cut it into 6 little pieces, your dough, and wrap it up. All right, and then sprinkle a little bit of flour, and we're gonna roll it nice and thin. I'm just making sure you guys are okay there. How are you doing, Nissa?
Good.
It looks exactly like what you're doing.
No, not exactly.
That's what she's doing? Okay, do you see how thin this is? You can kind of see, you want to be able to kind of see your finger through it almost, right? That's how thin you want this, right? That's why you're putting little bits of flour on the table so that it doesn't stick because your dough is pretty soft, all right?
I'm used to kind of working with fondant. This is kind of like the same
Oh,
thing.
so perfect. So you're going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect, perfect. If you're used to working with fondant, then you'll be good. Katrina, you want to get her a sheet tray. You can get a slightly smaller one than this. It doesn't have to be so big. And just sprinkle a little bit of flour on it. All right? And what we'll do, Nissa, I'm using a pizza wheel. You can use a knife just to line up your edges a bit because these little bits here that we cut off from the dough, it'll just, we can re-roll them again.
Okay.
Right? Right. And you'll just put this on your tray just to dry out for a couple of minutes or while you roll the rest of your dough.
Is this okay?
It could be a little bit thinner, I think. Can you see your finger kind of through it? Yeah, you kind of want to be able to see your fingers through it a little bit. That's one of the reasons why we let it rest, so it'll be really easy to roll. If we didn't let this rest, whew, you would have such a hard time rolling this. And don't forget, keep an eye on your sauce, huh? I mean, I can see mine from here. But you've got an extra pair of eyes in the kitchen, so that helps you.
Okay, we can do this.
100%. This is so easy, guys. So easy. Like I said, if you're making roti at home, it's easy as peas. It's so easy.
Wait, you can make roti with this?
I have never made roti in my life, but I do
No?
want to. I would love like to learn.
Well, whoever's teaching you, let them teach me too.
I don't think mine's long enough, Steph. Is this okay? Like if it's like this?
Yeah, that looks good. Yeah.
Our first pasta!
Well, that's not the pasta yet, all right? But you're going to put it on your tray like this with a little bit of flour, and it has to dry out a little bit.
Do we have to put on the pan?
If you have to put what? Sorry? What she said. Just a little bit of flour on the pan.
Oh, yes. We are putting flour on the pan. Okay.
Yes, a little bit, yes. I have some paper. If you don't have paper, that's not a big deal either. You can just sprinkle the flour directly on the pan.
Got it.
All right.
It was so hard to find strawberries today, Steph.
I know, that's what, and I actually went in the mall to Peppercorns to get mine. And the girl said that the problem is a lot of people bought them for Mother's Day. Yeah.
I think they get it.
Which I didn't even think about,
True.
And it's one of the, I love strawberries a lot. And it's one of the things I find you get all the time here, but I love.
I love raspberries, and I hardly find them when I do. They're sometimes a little soggy.
Yeah, they don't travel so well, I think. Blackberries and raspberries, they don't travel so well.
But I do love raspberries. What's your favorite type of food to make, Steph?
To make Asian food, hands down. I love making pasta because I find it's really sort of quick.
Right.
As far as fresh pasta. All right. And fresh pasta, I don't know if you have, well, I'm sure you guys have had fresh pasta before, because I'm always surprised a lot of times when I do fresh pasta classes where people make fresh pasta. It's always really surprising to me how many people have never had fresh pasta, But the difference is that, your fresh pasta, as you see, it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit silkier than sort of regular pasta. And like I said, it definitely takes just regular ingredients to make, everyday ingredients. When you buy, the difference between like a dry pasta is that dry pastas generally are produced without eggs, unless they say that they have eggs, because commercial pasta producers can sort of use semolina flour, which is a little bit of a harder flour. And they kind of make it just with, water and flour. And the dough itself is a little bit harder. If you were just using semolina flour and water here, you would never be able to roll this. So that's one of the big differences. How are you all doing? Nissa, I see you're working so quick. You're like a pasta making machine.
I am just giving a moral support. There.
And drinking wine. I think you've had the whole bottle of wine by now. Is there like more than one bottle going around there?
Almost.
But it's okay, Katrina. You're doing dishes, so you're doing good.
I stirred it, to make sure nothing's sticking,
Yes. That's an important job, making sure nothing is sticking.
Exactly. I know my strengths. Cooking is not one of them. I could assist in the kitchen. That's what I do.
I think it's a mindset. Like if you say, I'm gonna make something, I think if you put your mind to it, there's no way that you would be able to do it.
I think so too,
I love your optimism, honestly.
Like cooking with confidence, you just have to.
Cooking with confidence. That should totally be like a show or a book or something. Cooking with confidence.
Yeah. If I had.
I'm kind of almost done with mine. I have just like one more piece left. How are you guys doing with yours?
I think I'm looking okay. Wait, are we supposed to have the oven preheated?
No, the oven is you're not using the oven anymore. That's it. Done with the oven. Yeah, you're done with the oven. Yeah.
Still.
Oh, we bought it again. Oh, that is right. Oh, okay, right. See, I normally just get pasta off of a shelf in a supermarket and then put it.
I know, but this one is so much nicer. It's not as nice as this,
What to expect next? I thought this was going in like an oven or something, but that makes sense. That makes sense. We're gonna avoid
Believe me, have you had fresh pasta before, Katrina?
I mean, does eating at Buzo count?
Yes, because that's fresh pasta. Yes, that is fresh pasta, so that definitely counts. Buzo makes fresh pasta.
Okay.
In-house. We make in-house pasta.
I mean, but honestly, though, I see the joy in cooking. I see how happy Nissa is.
When we go to Buzo and she has to call the waiter, can you tell Stephanie how you call the waiter?
Well, I just think
garçon. Most people will say garçon. I know it's and that's not new. Yeah.
Come with us next time we're going.
Well, if they ever open.
Listen, positive energy. Corona is going to leave us stressed. Okay, positive vibes.
I know. Okay, I want to show you guys. This is all my pasta strips rolled out nicely here. All right.
I mean, Miss, your pasta looks good. Oh, they're just sturdy.
All right, so this is my fresh pasta. All right. Basically, these are just sheets. So this, if you wanted to, you can use this to make lasagna. How about that? Right?
Yeah. Wow.
What we're gonna do now, though, is cut. With pasta, a lot of the different pastas you see, they get their names from the shapes, right? So, for example, like what we can do is make something called tagliatelle, right? Tagliatelle is just sort of like a long strip, but as far as the width goes, it's usually a little bit less than a half of an inch width, all right? Or I like to do pappardelle, which is a little bit wider. That's usually about 3/4 inches to 1 inch wide, right? Now, the way you want to do that is you just kind of fold up your pasta, all right? Just like this, I think she sort of left. And then you're just cutting it to the width you want. All right? So I have a little bit of a vibe. And then you just loosen it up and we'll put it on our tray there. All right, now because we've left it to sort of dry out a little bit, it's not going to stick together too much. All right.
That doesn't look very. Can you do it again?
For sure, 100%. I have all these strips left to do. All
Very.
right. So I'm just folding it. Just fold it up. All right, just like a little 3-fold.
Oh, okay.
All right. And then I'm actually going to use a knife. A knife works a little bit better. All right, because it gives you a nicer cut. All right, and then you just unfold it.
Oh, you kind of, I understand. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So this is like my first mound of pasta here. Just a little bit. All right.
Very impressive.
Well, you guys are making the same thing. You should be very impressed with that too.
Like I'm actually inspired to try this
At home.
if I remember. Girl, I might have to.
Of course you'll remember. It's so easy.
Through it, you know. But I think that now that I see how easy it is to make pasta, I might try it.
And like I said, all things that you have at home, super easy. All right. I'm gonna take off my Alfredo sauce here.
Because all we used was flour, eggs,
Yeah.
and egg yolks, basically, and olive oil.
And a little bit of olive oil. Some people put salt in there as well. You can or you don't have to though. All right. For me, I mean, if you were salting your water, you're salting your sauce, then it's just kind of not necessary, you know?
So is all pasta made like this? In terms of this?
No. No, not really. That's what I was just saying. So like a lot of the stuff you get in the box, like box pasta, is pretty much just like semolina flour or flour and water, not egg. But the addition of the eggs gives you a little bit of a more silky, light sort of feeling. All right? Yeah. Okay.
Very relaxing.
Well, I mean,
Isn't it though? I think so too. Very relaxing, she said.
don't burn anything. That's what I'm worried about.
Well, guys, don't forget to check your Alfredo sauce in there, and make sure you have your Anchor cooking cream handy, right? Because before we throw the pasta in, we'll toss it a little bit more. Toss in a little bit more cream in there. All right, so I just want to show you, I mean, I have a pretty big tray here, but I just want to show you my mound of pasta here. All right, I'm going to kind of put this aside. How does yours look, Nissa?
I can show you this.
So far.
Here is my pasta.
So far. Oh, perfect. It looks so good. I think it looks amazing. I told you guys, it's easy, easy peasy. Yeah. Okay. So, Katrina, while she's sort of finishing that up, you want to grab a nice big pot with water to start boiling for your pasta. All right. Yeah. Here's another fun tip for you guys. You know how long, how it takes about, like pastas in the box, your regular box pasta, dry pasta, will take anywhere from, I don't know, what, 15 to 20 minutes, depending on the pasta, you know, to boil. Your fresh pasta only takes 3 minutes. No more than 3 minutes.
Wow.
3 minutes,
Oh
that's
God.
it. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? So you just drop it in, and 3 minutes later, you've got some delicious pasta going. Come over this side. I just want to show you guys, have a look here at my sauce. So it's nice and kind of dried out a bit. All right. I'm definitely going to remove this bay leaf here. All right. You don't want that in your pasta. All right. So this is kind of ready for pasta here. But right before we throw the pasta in, we're going to throw some more of the cooking cream. All right, just a little dash. And we're also going to use some Anchor cheese. Now, I'm using the Anchor sharp cheddar here, which is one of my favorites. I think it has great flavor. Come on this side. But they also have a whole other line of cheeses. So this is the same. This is a vegetarian version. So if you're a vegetarian, you can use that one. This one is a Gouda, which is a different cheese altogether, but it has a nice sort of smoky flavor. This one is a dairy-free one. And then they also have something called Edam cheese. So they're all versions of all different, Anchor cheeses that you can use. Which one are you guys using?
We're going to use this one.
You're going to use the lacto. Nice. Yeah. That's a nice one. Yeah.
Girl, ever since I crossed 30, I can't handle dairy the way I used to.
Well, that one is perfect for you then.
It's perfect for me in my old age.
Yeah.
All right. Should we take this off the fire now?
Yeah, you can just turn the heat off of it. I turned mine off. I just turned mine off there.
Okay.
But just make sure you turn your water on to boil.
Water is boiling.
Yes. Turn your water on to boil.
Do we need to put anything in the water? Or you just...
Not yet. Here's another tidbit about salt. So you want to make sure that your water for your pasta is salted, right? I used to have a chef instructor who used to say that, salting your water for pasta, your water should be like salt like the sea, because really your pasta has absolutely no flavor. So you're putting the flavor basically in the pasta, you know what I mean?
Right.
But you never want to put that salt in until after the water boils, because your salt reduces the temperature of the water. So it makes it take longer to boil basically. Yeah. So once your water boils, then you throw your salt in.
Got it.
Yeah. How's your pasta rolling going there, Nissa? Yeah? Okay, nice. Well, in the meantime, Katrina, while she's rolling, how about, you want to whip up some cream? Whip up some of the Anchor heavy cream, the heavy whipping cream.
Okay.
This one, yeah.
This one.
Yeah, so we can just throw some of that, like I'd say about a cup and a half of that just into a bowl. And you can start, this guy, yeah. All right, and we'll throw a little bit of confectioner sugar and we'll start whipping it with a whisk. I will kind of cheat, I'll use a mixer.
Okay.
So 2 cups in a bowl. You want to put it in a bowl, not a pot. Because we're going to whip it to make the whipped cream. Yes. I know, I saw you with that pot.
We don't have an extra bowl.
Oh, okay.
We have to improvise.
Can we use this?
Yeah, you can actually use that machine actually. Yep. Yep, because I'm going to use, you can use that whole machine, yeah. Yeah, so you can pour this is my whipping cream, all right? Look how nice and thick that is. Don't forget, it's this one, the extra whipping cream, okay?
Okay, how much cups? 2 cups?
2 cups will be fine. And then I have a 1/4 cup of icing sugar, all right? But you can use a little bit less if you didn't want it so sweet. I just find when you give a little sweet in it, it's nice. All right? And just a dash of vanilla if you have it.
Okay, you gotta go a little slower for me because
That's okay.
I'm struggling here. All right, I just put in the whipped cream,
Mm-hmm.
whipping cream, and then I put in salt.
No, not salt, sugar.
Sugar. You put sugar.
Sugar. Say sugar.
I could have sworn I did salt. Okay, how much sugar?
About a 1/4 cup, or you can put a little bit less if you don't like sugar so much.
What? Who doesn't like sugar?
That's good. Yep, that's about it. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That was enough. And a little dash of vanilla if you have it.
Yeah, vanilla pods. I like to use the pods then.
Oh, the pot. So I would do like half of a pot and scrape it in. I'm telling you, she's super fancy.
I can't keep up. And anything else before I start?
Nope, that's it. And everything, that's all, and goes in the bowl and we'll whip it.
All right, I'm ready to do this.
You're ready to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's enough. Just a little dash there.
Oh my gosh, this smells
Amazing. I know.
good. I want to rub this on myself like a fragrance. This is so nice.
You'll never go back
I
to.
could see it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Just, oh, yeah. Okay.
That was so good. Okay.
Now, don't forget, you can whip this up by hand as well if you don't have a machine. It just takes a little bit longer and it takes a little bit of muscle.
Oh, okay.
He's like, no, I'm using the machine.
Nissa's gonna do it because she's panicked when I grabbed everything.
Oh, no, you're good.
No, she's gonna do that. Let her do it. She's
Katrina, your water is boiling, yeah? You put your water to boil?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Well, it's not going to be boiling yet, but I think you'll be good. Mine's not boiling yet either.
Okay, good. We're on the same page. I'm a chef like you.
Yeah. Except you've got wine. I need some wine, girl.
This is how you okay,
That's what my night is missing. Now this one of the things I like about the Anchor Extra Whip is that it gives you about 25% more volume when you whip it. So you can actually use a little bit less and get a little bit more. So this is actually really nice too. You know, like I said, I've been using this for a long time. It's really crazy. I actually grew up on Anchor products. My mom loves like all Anchor products. So like I grew up on like Anchor milk powder and like butter and cheese and stuff. So it's really great.
She's whipping.
Yeah, she's whipping.
Whip it. Whip it good. What's that song again? Who sang that song? There's a song. Isn't there?
It's definitely a song.
It's a song about whip it. Whip it good.
I don't know if they were talking about whipping heavy cream though.
Steph, oh my gosh. This is a family show.
Whipping cream.
Are you seeing all the stuff? It looks so good.
Everything looks amazing. This is like my first view of everything you've been doing, but it looks amazing. Yeah, your sauce looks just like mine, so I have no doubt it'll be perfect.
How is my water looking? Does my water look good too?
It's not boiling yet.
My water.
Well, I mean,
I don't
I'm sorry, your water looks great.
I promise you, on the highest temperature, and it's still not boiling yet. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so this is my whipping cream. Okay, look how beautiful this is. All right, I'll just show it to you guys there. Look how beautiful that is. All right, I just want to like eat it. It's so nice. Whipped cream is like delicious. Right? Okay. So let's just kind of hang on to this. Okay, awesome. And then pretty soon we'll be ready to move on. How's your water doing? Maybe we can start assembling the parfait because we have everything to do while the water is waiting for the water to boil. No? So do you have your crumb?
The whipping cream isn't whipped like totally yet.
Oh, it's not ready. Okay. But do you have your crumb?
You got it.
Yeah. And what about your berries? Look how nice and juicy this is.
We definitely have our berries.
Yeah, it's nice and juicy.
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm just waiting for the stuff to whip up.
Yeah.
So I'm using this glass, right? So this is like an ice cream sundae type glass, but you can use like a wine glass. I mean, I have like a little mason jar as well. That wine glass there would be perfect too, yeah? Well, not with wine in it.
Well, I mean, I find we could line it with some wine, you know? It'll give it
Yeah.
an extra zing.
A little extra zing, yeah?
All right.
How does your whipping cream look, Nissa?
She's whipping.
Whipping, yeah. I think we're using a handheld mixer. It might take a little bit longer, so yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me see if I can get this thing in. Come with me to the east wing of the kitchen.
East wing of the kitchen.
Where the whipping is happening.
It's starting to get nice and thick, though.
Yes, it definitely is. All right, now we're back in the west wing of the kitchen. So the water has to be like boiling, like bubbling.
Yeah, it has to be like bubbling, boiling. Yeah. Bubbling, boiling before you throw your salt in there. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's all right. You've got time because guess what? We're going to just do these in the meantime. It's all right while she's whipping that cream.
All right, well, I have everything here ready.
Well, while you're waiting for her to whip the cream, you can kind of start layering. Do you want to start layering?
Sure. I'm dying to eat.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to take some of your crumb, use a little spoon, all right, and just put it down in the bottom. I mean, this makes about 4 or so. All right, make sure you have a nice base. There you go. Perfect. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, that's really good.
All right, so
if you're using a jar, you're doing exactly the same thing. I just kind of wanted to show you guys a little bit of a different vessel to put this in. See how cute it is. All right. All right, let's do that.
okay, is that a good base?
Yeah, that's a good, no, that's perfect. And then you're taking this nice Anchor whipping cream, the heavy cream, and you're just plopping it down inside.
Girl, I need a dollop of that whipped cream.
A nice dollop. That's exactly what you're putting, a nice dollop.
See? One cooking lesson with you, and I'm already a chef. I'm using all the technical terms.
I don't know how technical dollop is, but we'll go with it.
Okay, you do it. That looks so good. Can I taste it? I want to taste it. Get a spoon.
A dollop of cream. All right. We're putting some of your mixed berries straight on the top.
Oh my God.
Aren't these berries delicious?
You think this? I just tasted the whipping cream. Wow. That's yum.
Look at our berries there.
Yeah, I should.
Oh.
She knows. When you were like stirring the pot, I was showing her the fruits. I'm doing my part.
All right. And then what you can do is another little layer of that, right? So just put a little crumbs on top. I wouldn't put any more fruit, honestly, because there's a nice layer of fruit sort of in the middle there.
I haven't already designed this whipping cream. It tastes like my childhood.
And then a nice dollop on the top. It's delicious. It's so delicious.
So good. This is creating a masterpiece here on this side.
No. I'm following instructions.
She's tasting. Well, you must taste. Good cooks taste everything, you know? So these are my two. Look how beautiful that is.
That is
right?
amazing.
Yeah. And it's so easy, you know? So imagine this one now that you have like a little party and you give all your guests this. I think I would be happy if I came to your party and got that.
Honestly, I'm putting this on pancakes. I'm putting this on everything.
Yeah. That's that Anchor good stuff, you know?
I'm so happy you showed me how easy it is to do this because
yeah.
It's
easy. Are you going to be eating like parfait for the next week?
Yes, for sure.
Oh my God. That's literally like my life right now, just eating like whipped cream on a spoon.
Like actually, I could leave out cookies.
And if you look on the back of the box, you know, they show you all the ways that you can kind of whip it up, and there's a little bit of lemon and things like that. So, yeah. Perfect.
They have all the instructions there. Well, this.
Yeah.
I need to get this in your grocery when next I go.
Well, this one, I think you get this. I think you get this in the grocery too, but you get those smaller ones like the one you have as well. You know, yeah.
I mean, I know we were supposed to be buying essential things, but I think this is now an essential.
This is essential. It's essential for sure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is my water is now boiling. Is your pasta water boiling?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. 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 So. All right. So now I'm gonna throw my salt in there. I'm just throwing like a big dollop of salt in there. All right. And that's still boiling. So now I'm just gonna throw all my pasta in here. Don't forget, this takes 3 minutes to cook.
Oh my gosh. With this too? Okay. We're gonna go. I am on pasta duty.
I'm on pasta duty.
Okay. I cannot let this foil. All right. What are you doing exactly? Mixing with the. Okay.
I feel like we need music. What do you think?
Yeah, I need a song and a dance, honestly.
A song and a dance, she said.
How
are you guys doing there? Your salt went in, Katrina?
Huh?
Your salt went in?
Yes, I made the salt.
Okay, awesome. And your pasta went in too?
Yes. Don't you see
awesome.
me, girl?
Yes, perfect. So what you can do now as well, I have a sort of a double setup here, right? So I've got my pasta boiling here, and then I have the pot with my sauce. This is one of the easiest ways to kind of do this, right? So you can turn that on and just let it kind of start heating up, right? And we'll throw a little bit more dash of the cooking cream, all right? The extra yield cooking cream there, and we'll stir it up. Give it a little moisture.
Cooking cream, all right. When you say a little bit, what is a little bit?
Let's do a quarter cup. You guys are so funny.
I am definitely with measurement.
All right? Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, are you ready to see Nissa's masterpiece?
Oh no, I think I could keep the cream to be whipped a bit more.
You want to whip it more? It tastes so good though.
For body.
Oh, I'm sorry. She wants a whipped cream with body. Okay.
A whipped cream with body.
Don't we all? Okay, a quarter cup of.
Quarter cup more, just going into your pan there.
I'm going.
Look how nice and silky that looks. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm sure you can.
Gosh, that looks so good. Honestly,
Right?
one of my number one cuisine is Italian. I love eating Italian food. Making it was, let me tell you, quite a lesson.
Guys are so funny. But look, you're going to get this beautiful, delicious pasta for dinner.
Listen, I am excited to eat. Let me tell you, and it smells so good. Maybe it smells as good as, I'm going to throw that out there. Maybe. Okay, wait. This in the sauce, I have to stir it around. Yeah?
Yes. So, yeah, throw some more in and turn it on. Correct.
Okay. Got it. Wait, is the pasta supposed to be on still?
Yeah, that's okay. Mine's still on too. Yep. It only takes about 3 minutes. The 3 minutes is longer than you think. Mine is actually now ready. So yours should be nice and good too.
Okay.
Okay. And this is what we're doing. You're just taking the pasta out and you're putting it in directly into the sauce.
Oh. Okay. Pasta into the sauce. Got it. I don't think our pasta is ready. We may have to give it another minute.
I think yours is ready. You can give it another minute. That's okay.
Yeah.
I have a few little bits here, but. Look how delicious this looks.
So honestly, that looks so good.
Right? And then, just to top it all off, we're using a little bit of grated Anchor cheese, just shredded cheese, just to kind of sprinkle on the top and make it a little creamy. Don't forget, we're using the sharp cheddar.
Okay, go on.
Had a little runaway cheese there.
Okay, so
No.
you go in while the pot is still on the stove. Like
Yeah, of course, for sure.
Okay, got it. I have been making pasta so wrong, guys. Oh my god.
Your whole life, right?
My whole life. I just sprinkle the cheese at the end. Like, what am I doing? Wrong stuff. That's what I'm doing. Are you doing another layer?
What was her first layer?
And then this is the best part, you're tasting it. It's delicious. It doesn't need anything.
Hey, you're tasting it.
It's so perfect.
And it's hot, scalding hot, and you're tasting it.
What do you mean? Of course I'm tasting it. You have to taste your food.
That's the best way.
I know this sounds weird, but don't taste like food when I cook. Is that just
That's
me?
the best part. That's the best part. You have to taste your food.
Well, I've clearly been doing a lot. Maybe that's why I don't taste my food.
What do you mean you don't taste your food? So how do you know it tastes good? It tastes right?
Well, it has to smell a certain way, I guess. Once it's not burning, I'm like, it's
Once
good.
it's not burning. She said once it's not burning, she's good.
Follow the smell, you know? It smells like it'll taste good. I'm like, all right, it's done. It's good. And then I eat it. Nissa just spilled stuff all over her dress. Come and show them. Come and show them. It's cute though. It's cute. She's now covered in whipping cream. The joys of cooking.
I am unable.
Well, you're covered in the best whipping cream, just so you know. Oscar whipping cream, the best one.
So, yeah. And like we have a thing of whipping cream. Like she made so much. I'm just gonna eat that with
That's okay, you just eat it all.
Exactly.
You're gonna eat it.
Exactly. Okay, I think we're ready for this. All right. Nis, where are we putting the pasta?
You have a strainer?
You have to put it in
No,
this.
you don't need that. I don't think you can do it.
You have to put it in this and then put it in.
Are you guys I'm ready to eat.
Listen, I have been ready to eat since like midday. I was like,
Oh boy.
wait, Nissa is handling the prep. It has to look, you know,
No, nothing about
presentable.
This is not my best work. But we're okay.
Trina, what's happening in the East Wing there?
She just put the pasta in the sauce. So it's
Okay.
and then
It's happening. It's happening. It's happening.
And then we're gonna eat, you know.
Okay. Oh, that looks so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that looks
And that's me. I'm ready to eat. And you guys are. I think you can just leave it there.
Wine to go with my lovely Italian meal.
Some more wine. She's having more wine.
Very important. Yes.
So Katrina, are you going to be making this at home?
I'll try.
I think you'll do good. Don't worry.
I might be calling you like 10 million times to be like, okay, what?
That's okay. That's all right.
Once you're okay with that, then I'm willing to try this at home. But I think I might need to get some like fancy things.
Look how.
And like,
well, no, but I ended up using a knife, right? Like, yeah, but you can use like a regular knife. Remember, that's what I was saying. Like, I use a regular knife, a regular spatula to cut my pasta. I mean, I use that fancy tool because I'm used to that. But if you have a regular spatula, it works perfectly.
Okay, so I want to get all the things that I need to look the part, okay?
Well, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I'm gonna get my food now. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Oh my gosh.
Wait, you have to put
Are we putting garnish? Yes.
Aesthetics is everything, right, Steph?
Aesthetics is everything, especially coming out of that little heart container. You know what I mean?
Exactly, right? So we're now gonna drizzle some mint on top of the meal. Done.
Do your thing, Kat. Do your thing.
Ta-da! It's so pretty. It smells so.
It smells amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. It's gonna be delicious.
Oh my gosh!
It's gonna be like the perfect dinner.
It is so.
What's your garnish, Kat? What did you garnish with?
Well, I have mint in a heart-shaped container. Beet.
Well, you can actually, just so you know, you can actually put little bits of your mint on top of your parfait. Yeah?
Oh, love that. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, the mint will give your parfait like a nice flavor.
I wonder how it tastes with wine. I'm gonna go ahead and put some in my wine. Everything is getting mint.
Everything is getting mint.
Everything
The
is
parfait
getting
looks
mint.
really good, yeah.
Do a nice little mint. Ta-da! And this is the parfait that I made all by myself.
All by yourself. Oh boy. Guys, it looks amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing.
Too big.
Very honest.
I really did.
All I did was made a massacre of tomatoes, and I drank wine, and I spilled whipping cream everywhere.
Everywhere.
But like on the west wing of the kitchen was covered in whipping cream, and I had to clean it in like 5 seconds, which I did. So, all right. Where's the other one? I want to do the chairs.
You gotta build it.
I have to make it myself. I thought you were making everything for me, Miss.
Where is the other stuff? It's in the fridge.
All right. I'm gonna build my own parfait by myself.
I love how she's making you build your own parfait.
Sorry, Kat. Because I'm trying to get pictures, Steph.
She's so proud.
I know, it's okay.
On the other side of this laptop, I swear to God. There's a whole so proud.
Steph, I think my whipped cream needed a bit more body.
Oh, so you needed to just whip it up a little bit more. Yeah, sure.
So,
I'm gonna talk to her on this side. So she can see you.
I don't know what you guys do, but your parfaits look amazing. Your pasta looks amazing.
What about us? Because we're wearing Nissa's design.
Well, you guys looked amazing from the beginning. It's okay.
You're too kind. Oh my God. Well, this was fun.
Yes, definitely. We must do it again sometime.
Really, because son. You know what I really love? Like breakfast stuff. I love tomato choco, and I just have no idea how to make it.
Me neither. So that is not one I can help you with.
You know how to make it. How about Nissa teach us?
What?
How to do it for sure, 100%. Yeah, that might be fun. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, enjoy your dinner.
Nissa, come say goodbye. She's having a photo shoot.
Okay,
Oh my God, I love that we're like cheersing with our parfaits, right?
It's not done. Okay, don't judge me. It's not done.
A parfait cheer. Yeah. Okay, this was so much fun, guys. Bye. And enjoy your dinner and your dessert. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
And don't forget, guys, tomorrow we have Chef Gerard Marquez and Mohammed from Freetown Collective cooking banana bread at 5. Don't forget, I'll tune in for that as well. You guys should tune in too.
thank you to Propa Eats, The Guardian, and of course, Anchor.
Okay, yes, and don't forget, I mean, I know you love the cream because you guys can't stop eating it, but there's all these cheeses as well, all right, that are just amazing and delicious, you know, so yay. All right, bye guys. Bye.